Bone Sonic. Hey, is that Mary Henning?
This was my Halloween costume.
Mary Henning, everybody. Mary Henning.
I decided to wear it today. You can't see that this is the bottom part of the dress.
Mary Henning is in the house today, the ghost of Mary Henning.
I didn't do the ghost makeup today.
You didn't, but you did encompass. I think if Mary Henning did her makeup, that's what it would look like.
Probably not. I don't
Yes.
think they had those kinds of pigments then.
And I am Sonic with a bone. So I am Bone Sonic. Bone Sonic.
Bone Daddy.
Oh, what do you got in there? Look at that. He brought you something.
Plezzy brought me some deliciousness. Plezzy chocolate. There we go.
Nice. He brought you a freshie.
He did.
Plezzy
Thanks, Plezzy.
brought you a freshie. Well, isn't that nice? Hey, thanks, Plezzy.
Thanks, Plezzy.
You're the best. He's the best. Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome to the bar today, Mary
Welcome
Anning.
to the bar. Uh-oh.
What did you? Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, do I have to do the thing?
You have to do the thing.
Does it? Okay, I'll do the thing.
Yes, it matters. Yay!
Yeah. Okay.
You did the thing.
I'm back. Okay.
It's been a hot minute since we've been here.
Yeah, I think every time we take a little bit of a hot minute and come back, we gotta like shake off the rust a little bit. It's like we're back in like a little bit rusty. You gotta shake off the rust. A little bit of maybe we should do this, maybe we should do that type of vibe. Always. But it was a great Halloween.
It was. It was a good time.
Amazing Halloween.
Well, I won't give it the amazing status.
But we saw some people that we might not see for a really long time, which made it more amazing than the amazingness that was the amazingness. And there were so many delicious snacky snacks.
There was so many nommy snacks.
Snacky snacks. Shout out to my mom for the gingerbread cookies.
Deliciousness.
She made the most killer gingerbread cookies. They were little bats. They were tasty, delicious, and amazing.
They were bats and ghosts and tombstones.
So shout out to you, Mom, for the delicious gingerbread bat cookies. Thank you. They were amazing.
They were amazing.
They were really good. Now, the
bread spider was a win.
Oh, the bread spider.
The bread spider was a win.
Yes. This was the first time that I had ever seen a bread spider.
Yeah,
it was fantastic.
I loved it.
It was fantastic. So the spider oh my God. The bread was shaped like a spider, and then the dip was in the back, and it had the little bread legs coming out. So you could pick it and dip it, but it looked like a spider, and it was a bread dip with the thing in the back.
I dug it.
It was so cool.
It was very cool.
I love that so much. It was great.
Yep, it was pretty wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I liked it. It was probably my favorite thing.
Did you enjoy explaining your costume because you knew that was coming a little bit?
I did, actually.
Did you thoroughly enjoy explaining yourself?
It was funny to watch people's expression. Because, people saw me and they were like, oh, you look really cool, but who are you? Or what are you? And so I basically said that I was Mary Anning, who is a British paleontologist, but no one knows my name because I was a woman.
Totally. Absolutely right. So
which is no longer the case.
And you did it good because you got into character as you were saying it.
I just didn't feel like
no, that's fine. But when you did explain it, you were totally the character.
Oh yeah,
and you nailed it. You nailed it. I thought it was a great representation of Mary Anning, and people loved your explanation of it while you gave it. So I enjoy that you're rocking it today.
Thank you.
And congratulations on nailing the Mary Anning costume. You look great.
Thank you.
You look great. That's fantastic.
I like this.
And I'm wearing a bit of a rerun because I just kind of took this one from another one.
Because
I did wear my other one last time, so I'm just kind of in a rerun right now. Sometimes you just got to throw in a rerun. So I got Sonic here, but I added Bone.
Yeah, my costume from last year.
So I am Bone Sonic.
Bone Sonic.
Bone Sonic. Not to be confused with just Sonic, I am Bone Sonic.
There's no paleo levels in Sonic, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There is?
Oh, yeah. Sonic is a deep derivative of a hedgehog that was found in the pre-Cambrian era. dating back as far as 5 million BC. The hedgehog was named specifically Sonic, and then he became a cartoon character later on. But he goes way back to the hedgehog era when they were finding hedgehog bones.
Era of Precambrian.
Yes, they were
is
finding
only 5 million years ago.
They were finding hedgehog bones way back in the day. They were digging up hedgehog bones and finding them, and then that's how Sonic was named after a prehistoric hedgehog bone discovered in the Precambrian era. I'm pretty sure.
So
I could be wrong. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong though, but could be close. I could be close too.
No, you're real far.
Damn. Okay.
Because the Precambrian is like the beginning of time.
Well, that's why Sonic was found at the beginning of time.
There were no multicellular organisms during the Precambrian.
No, only single cell.
Which a hedgehog is not.
No, so that would not qualify. A hedgehog would not qualify to fit into that specific definition. Therefore, my analogy and complete BS interpretation was null and valid by the time I started it. So so it's been null and validated.
It's more null. Than 500 million years ago.
It's just coming back null.
Yeah, it's null.
It's null. When did they discover hedgehogs? When do you think hedgehogs started? That's kind of an interesting thing to think about. Like the first hedgehogs.
The first
hedgehogs?
If I were to guess, hold on.
Yeah, take your time with this one. This is interesting. I'm trying to think of the first kind
of
like.
It would be the era of time I'm not as familiar with. Like it would be in the Cenozoic, which is like now.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the adaptations that a hedgehog has would have been developed in the Mesozoic.
Okay. That's fair.
So I'm going to guess at least in the Cenozoic, which is a huge chunk of time. As far as being specific,
it's all good.
I don't know those areas. It's all good.
I threw it at you randomly. That one came out of nowhere, so that's all good.
But just judging from the mammals that made it through the extinction event, like the final Cretaceous extinction event, I guess, I would say that it would be after that.
Because hedgehogs are cool. Hedgehogs are freaking amazing. Sonic the Hedgehog is the coolest. Like
hedgehogs are adorable as fuck.
Hello, Sonic. Hello. I love Sonic.
I'm gonna have to look up now when hedgehogs started.
Yeah, we'll take a look later.
The evolution.
We'll open a book. We'll go to the library. And we'll find some books about hedgehogs. That's what we'll do.
You know what?
We'll try to old school it. Should we old school it?
I have an
We should do that. We should find an actual book and see if we can find the answer rather than just hacking it by going onto the internet. We should dig for a book and see if we can do it. We should find the right visuals in a book at a library. The library up the street. We should do it that way. We should definitely do it that way. Just for a challenge. Just to make it harder. Just to make it, because it's easy to find if you're using modern resources, but just as a challenge, we should challenge ourselves by going to the library and trying to find a book that actually tells us that information. I think it would be cool.
An audio book that might have that information.
Oh, audiobooks. Audiobooks are still pretty
what's the name of that book?
Modern.
Mammals Among Us or something?
Mammals Among Us?
It's basically about the evolution of mammals because I was trying to learn about it a little bit.
Okay.
Because I am kind of anti-mammal. I'm not like a big mammal fan.
Okay.
I find them kind of boring. So I'm like, okay, well, I feel like as a paleontologist, I should at least have an understanding of this.
That's fair.
And so I listened to the book. But I definitely need to re-listen to it because it got real complicated.
Okay. It was going. Was it moving fast? Was the audiobook kind of flowing quickly?
No, it wasn't quick. It was actually really, really well explained and has some really great stories in there from people.
Fair.
But it was just when you're dealing with a subject matter that you are kind of unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
At least for me, it takes me longer to understand and wrap my brain around it.
Fair.
So I have to dive into it more than just once to understand it.
I know sometimes I've listened to audiobooks and like 10 minutes goes by and then my brain just goes like, wait, what? And then I have to restart it because I wasn't paying attention enough. So I was listening, but I was just kind of maybe doing something else too, or not fully engaged. And then I kind of like click back in a little bit more and then I'm like, wait, what? And then I have to go back. So like with audiobooks, I find sometimes that can happen for me. When I'm listening to an audiobook, I can kind of tune it in and then like I think that I'm listening to it and then like maybe 5-10 minutes goes by and I'm just like, oh man, like I clearly just missed that last 5-10 minutes. So I either have to rewind it or accept that I missed something. But then it frustrates me if I think that I missed something, so I usually just rewind it. That's usually what happens to me with audiobooks. Like I don't know what it is. But when I'm listening to an audiobook, I find that happens to me. I kind of like, I'm listening to it and things are happening in the audiobook. And then maybe I'm doing something else, maybe I'm not. I try not to. But with audiobooks, especially if I'm doing something, I find like time can go by and I'm like, oh no, like I got to rewind it. Or like I wasn't listening to it as much as I should have. Yeah. Especially like, if you're really trying to dial it in, but then you kind of don't get all the information, it's like, you just have that moment where you're like, oh, what?
And then you'll like clue back in randomly.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait, I don't understand what the sentence is.
Yeah, how did he end up the stairs and around the corner, and now he's what? Like, now he has this car? Like, what happened in the audiobook?
Who the fuck is Bill?
Yeah. A new character comes in. Who's Bill? Where did Bill come from?
Bill's like from last chapter.
Yeah. Bill's from the chapter that you completely missed. It's like a key character that you completely missed. Then Bill comes in and you're just like, oh, wait, who's Bill?
Who's Bill?
I know. So that happens to me sometimes with audiobooks, but I'm trying to get better at that. But a lot of times if I'm listening to stuff, I'm just like, maybe I'm doing something else, or maybe I'm not 100% committed to the audiobook that I should be. But I'm trying to get better at committing to one thing at a time.
It happens.
Yeah, and I think the one thing about me that I'm learning is like, if I'm listening to an audiobook, I like just listen to the audiobook. Don't try to do anything else while I'm listening to the audiobook. It's like, this is just what I'm doing. But a lot of times I think with listening to stuff, we think we can just listen to something and then do something else, which a lot of times doesn't.
It depends on what it is. Like I find if I'm cleaning and I have an audiobook on, then I'm fine. I can focus on the audiobook because cleaning is mindless.
That's true.
Or if I'm walking somewhere, I can focus on the audiobook because my body's doing something, but my brain is like, oh, I'm going to listen to this thing.
Totally, yeah.
But if I'm like drawing or something,
Yeah.
Depending.
Fair.
I find fictional audiobooks I can listen to better while I'm drawing, but if it's a nonfiction book, I have to be in it. I have to be invested.
That's fair. Mm-hmm. Should we talk about the gala at all?
Are we talking about the gala? Sure.
Yeah.
We went to a gala.
Felt like throwing that out there. We just went to a gala recently.
So
galas are fun.
It was a good time.
It was a beautiful gala.
It was a good time.
Great turnout.
Yeah.
Beautiful gala.
Yeah.
I love a good gala. It's fun to gala.
I've only been to like one or two galas.
Galas are good.
Because they're usually for like the lifestyles of the rich and famous.
Yeah.
Which I think I'm...
Not really, though.
I'm closer to the famous side than to the rich side.
What an open comment. Oh, but it's true. But I mean, to gala with a bunch of people is a good time.
Should I not have said that?
No, what?
Should I overstep my boundaries?
No, you're being honest, girl. Look at you rocking it. You had a painting in the gala.
I did.
Live that.
A painting
and
cards.
Live that. You had a piece in the gala. That's beautiful.
Yep.
You gotta live that art. Live the art.
Live the art.
Live the art. You got to live the art, lady.
Live the art.
And you're doing good.
Oh, thank you.
You're doing good.
So yeah, I had a painting that was up for auction, and that image of that painting was used on some cards. And
beautiful cards, beautiful
and
display.
There's a lot of cool different types of artistry.
Beautiful
that was
art.
Up for auction.
Yep.
Some cool
collector's pieces.
Yeah, so I got invited to this gala, and
Yeah, totally.
I got some extra bring your friends tickets. And
yeah,
so
it
I
was
did.
a good time.
Brought my
Everybody
friends.
came.
And,
a lot of people there.
It was an experience.
A good one. Yeah, I think the funnest was to see...
My name fucked up?
We'll talk about that in a hot minute, because that was a joke that was really funny. Let's come back to that, because that's hilarious. When people's names get messed up, it's such an easy thing to do.
This was the first time this has ever happened.
It's such an easy thing to do too. Like, you're putting things together, a name gets mixed up. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But I think it was funny. I think it was funny.
It was funny.
But it was cool to see all the other things getting auctioned off. The beautiful people putting in bids for all kinds of things.
There was a Raptor I wanted
and
so bad.
The Raptor was going hot. There were some hot bids on the Raptor. The Raptor was getting some hot bids for sure. It had a long list of people looking at it. So that was interesting. There was a lot of people looking at that Raptor.
Yep.
And
it went too much for me.
You didn't get it, but some lucky person out there ended up with the Raptor. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful guitar. There was a beautiful guitar for auction, which was nice.
Yeah.
And some collectible memorabilia. Some Elvis collectible memorabilia, which is always great and beautiful. There was some
other paintings.
fine porcelain dolls that were pretty nice too.
Oh, I didn't even see those.
No, you didn't see those? They were kind of on the other side of the second table, on the far side.
Okay.
Yeah, they were nice.
Oh, I didn't even see them.
Mm-hmm. Amongst many other, there was a lot of unique things that were up for auction. People's homemade, unique creations. Our buddy got something.
Yeah.
He got himself a nice homemade quilt.
Yeah.
Which was great.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful quilt.
It was.
It was a beautiful quilt. And all of it went to support the food bank, our local food bank. So that's always great. If you can support a food bank, anything local, it's all amazing.
Well, people are having a hard time affording food.
It's very tough times for a lot of different situations. So if you can help any way with a food bank, I think food banks are amazing. I mean, they're just great. If you can help out with it, any way that you can is great. So I thought it went very well, and I think everybody thinks that it went very well.
It was beautifully organized.
Very well
on
done.
Time.
Yeah,
there was music when there was supposed to be music. They turned the music off when they should have.
Yeah. Beautiful desserts.
Beautiful desserts.
So people brought unique desserts. There was nice
really
things.
Neat, like mashed potato.
It was like a mashed potato poutine bar. How good was that?
It was cool.
It was a poutine bar, man. That was so cool.
It was cool.
So you could get your poutine with your mashed taters or your fries, create your own unique poutine. Or you could just keep
it simple and get pizza.
And there was a little bit of za there, some dessert zas. It was a good mashup of all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And then it went very well. It was really busy, but it was good.
Yeah.
And everybody kind of had enough space to talk to each other, have different conversations, and enjoy the event.
Yeah.
So I thought it was amazing myself. I thought it went really well.
But the name thing.
So when you got your certificate, there was a little bit of a confusion.
Well, it started actually when we did our first walk around.
Yeah.
And because it was a silent auction. So there was a piece of paper and you write your name and your bid, So on this piece of paper, I noticed that it said Perry Solidarity.
Yeah. I'm like, what?
And I was thinking, okay, maybe they just wrote the name of the painting beside my last name.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, whatever. And I just put a little arrow and I wrote Amanda.
Yeah.
Not really thinking anything past that.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
Because the name of the painting, I'm gonna preface this, was Solidarity.
Yes.
So I'm standing there and I know my name's about to come up because they haven't said anything yet. And he said, last but definitely not least, your standard blah. Perry Solidarity. So not only did they fuck up my name, they fucked up the fuck up of my name. Which was even funnier.
I thought it was hilarious. I'm like, it is what it is.
Yeah, so...
Some name confusion.
Got a very funny picture of me explaining that.
Okay, yeah. When you said no, I'm Amanda, that was so funny. You're like, oh, I'm Amanda. His face was just like, oh, like, and then somebody took a picture kind of like right at the same time. I thought that was hilarious. It's like, oh, I'm Amanda. It's like, oh, and then like it wasn't on the page, right? So it was so funny. I was like, oh, well, that's not what we have on the page. I was like, whatever, it's all good. But I thought that was funny. Like it was an interesting thing.
And
it happens.
The shit continues.
It happens.
And so, they gave you like a little plaque certificate thing or whatever, which I didn't take home with me because
you forgot it.
No, I didn't forget it.
Oh, I thought you forgot it on the thing.
I didn't forget it.
Oh.
I left it on purpose. Because I assumed that if they got my name wrong on the piece of paper and the announcement, that it would also be wrong on the certificate.
Okay. But now we don't know because you didn't really look.
But in any event, that's what happened. So I was graciously gifted this bag of various things.
Beautiful, yeah. You got a beautiful gift bag.
With that came the cards that they made from my image.
Yeah, totally.
Now, on the back of the card says the featured artist is Perry Solidarity.
Perry Solidarity, everybody. If you're trying to figure out who Perry Solidarity is, you're looking at Perry Solidarity by a pure stroke of whoopsies, and it happens. Like, but your new artist name, and he just hit my elbow.
No. Oh, that looked like it sucked. Oh,
I hit my elbow right on the funny,
right in the funny bone.
Part.
Oh no!
Oh, I just hit my elbow.
Oh God! Do you need a kiss from Plezzy?
Can you get my elbow? Okay, I'm better now. I'm all better.
Oh, did it do the finger tingle?
Ouch! Ouch!
Did it do the finger tingle?
Yeah, it did the jolt.
Oh God!
I just got jolted right there.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's a bad feeling. That's almost as bad as stepping on a Lego.
So where was I going?
I don't know.
I had a sentence, but it's gone.
Something about the Perry Solidarity.
Oh, yeah, so I was joking with her. I'm like, so now you have to make this your new artist name. So your new artist name has to be Perry Solidarity. It can't be anything else. It can't be anything else. Your new artist name has to be Perry Solidarity.
But I don't like it.
I think it's catchy. I think it's cool.
It is catchy.
It is catchy. It's cool. Perry Solidarity. I think it's catchy. It has a good ring to it.
I'll sit on it.
It has a good ring to it.
Think
about it. It's already on a card.
I know.
It's already on a card.
I know.
Untitled by Perry Solidarity.
That's right. The painting was called Untitled, which made it even funnier.
It was really funny. Like, I saw it, I'm like, this is awesome. Untitled by Perry Solidarity. It's one of those things that got shuffled around in the shuffle that just didn't really come out.
And that's where these beautiful flowers came from.
Yeah, our friend brought us these beautiful...
Brought me those flowers.
Brought me these beautiful flowers.
Not
brought
you.
us these beautiful flowers.
Me.
I'm trying to get in on the flowers. I brought the flowers downstairs. downstairs. So I brought the flowers downstairs. So these flowers were upstairs, and then I brought them downstairs.
So you carried them.
So I brought these flowers downstairs.
For me.
Yes, I brought your flowers downstairs.
For Mary.
For Mary Anning. These are Mary Anning's flowers.
Yes, they are.
That I have brought here for us today, but they are your flowers, given to you from an awesome friend. Mm-hmm. Thank you for the flowers, awesome friend.
I was not expecting flowers.
You know who you are.
Did some of the petals fall off these, or were they like that?
Those were like that, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think those were like that. I think everything hasn't changed, so I'm pretty sure these are what they are.
Well, they're still alive right now, which is good because they did go out into the cold.
That's true.
Some of the leaves did go brown and blue, but
yeah. They're beautiful, though.
They're gorgeous.
They're
I love them.
Gorgeous flowers. Absolutely
I love these little
stunning.
carnations. Pretty.
Yeah. Wow.
So it was this whole experience.
Carnations?
No.
What'd you say?
I said it was an experience.
No, with the flower. What did you call it?
Oh, this is a carnation,
Yeah, these are carnations, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Or are they peonies?
Oh, no.
Those are too small for a peony.
Oh,
Peonies are bigger than that. I think it's a carnation. Anywho. So it was an experience. I liked it. I talked to some people that were kind of bigwigs, I guess. I'm not very good at talking to bigwigs, but
yeah. Whoa! What's going on?
You're
I'm hitting my elbow.
shit.
I'm
You're getting
smacking
excited.
shit. I'm gonna take a step back.
So
I'm gonna knock these flowers over pretty soon if I'm
my
not careful.
friend,
Like I'm like pretty clumsy,
well,
so
our friend.
I try to not be clumsy.
It's okay. Our friend who gave me these flowers is a very good hype man.
Wow, she is amazing at hype.
She is a wonderful hype person.
She should get into hype as the thing that she does.
I told her I was going to hire her as my manager.
Wow, she is a good hype person.
And I will pay in hugs.
She is a crazy hype person. I don't know how she does hype like she does. Some people are really good at hype. She's good at hype.
She's so good at hype.
She's so good at hype. How do you get that good at hype?
She had pictures on her phone.
That's a lot of hype.
My artwork of like different paintings of mine.
That was a lot of hype.
And she's like going around showing it to these execs and being like, "Look at my friend's shit."
Good hype. Good hype.
Good hype.
Good hype.
Good hype.
Absolutely.
So that was a shindig.
Amazing. And then we can't forget about the cool cake section.
Oh yes.
Oh my God. There was cake judges.
There was wild cake.
So there was cake judges judging cakes. And there was these beautiful cakes that were incredibly decorated. Wow. So there was cake judges. There was unique custom cakes. There was about a dozen cakes.
Yeah, there was a lot of cakes.
There was like pasta cakes. A big giant Gucci bag that looks like a cake.
The big oyster with the
big oyster.
smaller oysters with the pearls.
Yeah, the
I
pearls.
really liked that one.
I dug that one too. I thought that one was really good.
I think that one would have won if the presentation would have been better.
Ooh, it was tight, but I don't know if that one like melted a little bit.
No, that was supposed to be the goo inside of the oyster.
Oh, it was yeah, that's right. So it was good then. It was even better. That's right.
There's a giant Joe Louis.
There was a giant, they made the giant like Joe Louis and Twinkies into a cake.
Yeah.
Inside this like bigger cake.
Yeah,
it was so cool.
People were very creative.
So there was the like really amazingly talented bakers that made these cakes.
Well, because it was called the Art of Dessert.
Yes, the event was the Gala of the Art of Dessert.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was cake judges and unique cakes. And it was that was a whole good time. A whole amazing time with the cakes too.
It was neat. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it.
So some funds were raised, some good times were had.
I think a lot of funds were raised.
Well, that's
one dude.
Funds were raised, good times were had, and it was all a good event.
Tom.
Oh, the Tom Sag. I thought it was Tom from MySpace.
He thought it was Tom from MySpace.
I thought it was MySpace Tom because it just said Tom. I'm like, if it just says Tom, it's got to be MySpace Tom.
I also thought it could have been the guy who.
I thought it was Tom from MySpace.
Made those GPS things.
TomTom?
TomToms?
Oh, TomTom. Could have been TomTom. Could have been Tom from TomTom. Could have been Tom from TomTom.
But in any event, this dude named Tom clearly had money burning holes in his pocket because this dude put $10,000 on a pumpkin pie. I mean, the pumpkin pie was cute. It had like, little cutout trees and shit in it. But $10,000 on a pie. And we're like, who the fuck is Tom? And so, again, her beautiful hype friend is like, fuck Tom, and writes her name under Tom's and puts like
she thought it was a fake bid.
Well, we all thought it was a fake bid. Who the fuck puts $10,000 on a pie?
So there was other ones like 40, 80, 100, 100. It was a fundraiser. Yeah. But then 10K, and I was like, what's going on with this pie? What?
We thought it was a joke.
I'm like, is this for real? Is this a joke? Yeah, we are noobs.
And then,
we're coming in as noobs.
And
we're
it
just
wasn't
like
just us, there was another person.
We're like, is this a joke or is this for real? Like I couldn't.
Yeah, because there was another person that put another bid under her.
Yeah, because they thought it was a joke too.
And then when I went back around, those names were crossed out, and there was a big star beside Tom.
I'm like, is this a joke?
Tom had no contact information.
No, it just said Tom.
That's why I thought it was maybe like a kid being a little shit.
But then we found out the story of Tom.
Tom has a sister, and his sister made that pie.
Oh.
And he apparently has done this more than once.
So this is his way of buying an extremely expensive pie, giving some money to a good cause, and supporting his sister.
Because I guess they got some sort of title.
It just works out for everything, so I thought it was cool.
Well, maybe not for everything, but
in the long run, it is amazingly positive, and it's extremely generous.
And
it's a little bit wild, but yeah, it's needed. So, and it goes to the right thing.
Yeah.
So, hey, man, if that's the way it is, and then it goes to the right things, right? Is
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So it's positive.
It's positive.
It's positive. It's just we were looking at it like, is
Like,
that
say,
right?
what?
How like why does it just say Tom? And is it Tom from MySpace? Is it Tom? You know, I mean, I don't know, right?
I don't know either.
I don't know what went down there. But we figured it out because somebody, the new Tom, cleared that up for us, which I'm glad, because we would have never known. We would have never known what happened to that story.
And we were just talking obnoxiously about Tom.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do.
Yes. We love doing that.
And this woman just
we were
over.
super loud just talking about Tom.
Well, because we're not trying to hide anything.
And we were just trying to figure it out. We were honestly trying to get to the bottom of this real or fake bit. Yeah. We're like, is this real or fake?
And then this woman came over and was like, I fucked Tom. Here's Tom's story. And we're like, this is wonderful.
She knew Tom.
She knew Tom. And she said Tom was not worth his $10,000. And it was even funnier. Like, it just kept going with hilarity. It was great. It was a very good time.
Oh, that's funny. All around a good time. The story was cleared up.
Yep.
And it was all a positive outcome. It was all a positive ending. That was all a positive ending. That's why it was just a great thing. Yeah, and Phil got a quilt. And your art piece went to somewhere that we don't know. Someone beautiful out there has Perry Solidarity now.
Yeah.
Somebody out there has Perry Solidarity.
They do.
Which is cool. Which is really cool.
And ironically, because I have a hard time signing my paintings, I don't like to do it.
Yeah.
I signed that one at the last minute.
Oh, right on the bottom.
And I signed it just Perry.
Oh.
Usually I'll put like an A or something or a scribble or something, but I just signed it Perry.
Imagine if you were to put Perry S. If you were to put an S at the end for solidarity, like Perry S.
That would have been funny.
I think that would have been great. That would have been great.
That would have been funny.
Because then they would have been like, well, it's got to be solidarity, I guess. Like, it must be solidarity. I think that's what it is, right? I think that's what it is.
It's got to be.
That's really funny. But yeah, that was a good time.
That was that.
Yeah.
There was also another major event that just happened that I unfortunately could not attend.
Oh yeah, we might as well mention that too, because that's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing, and it's still evolving.
Yes, and this is a very beautiful. It happened in LA, right?
Yeah,
they're doing the premiere there.
Yeah, I've been teary-eyed.
That's right.
All morning. Looking at all of this stuff that happened on Friday night.
Yeah, for sure.
So, there's been a documentary in the works for, I think it's been 5 years that they started making this.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It's really, really amazing.
Yeah. So Tony and James and Tara Pinto.
Sweet.
Made this documentary called Why Dinosaurs.
That's sweet.
And initially it kind of started out as that, like, why do people love dinosaurs so much?
Well, hence why dinosaurs.
Yeah, young or old or you know, a toy collector or paleontologist or an artist or whatever the fuck.
Just why dinosaurs? Why dinosaurs?
So they went across the world to different places and interviewed people that are involved in paleontology in one way or another and asked them that question.
Why dinosaurs?
Why dinosaurs? And got, like, I'm getting goosebumps.
Oh.
And got their stories, and that evolved into this beautiful story of this father-son relationship that ended up developing through this documentary. And it's such a heartwarming film. And I was lucky enough to catch the initial screening of the film when I went to Wyoming. And I've been lightly involved with it for the last, I'd say, 2 years or so. And I was fortunate enough to meet these people and now call them my friends and see that they just had their official premiere in Hollywood with, like, the red carpet, the lights, the backdrop with the people taking all kinds of photographs.
Yeah, they did all the
like people were dressed to the nines, like just full suits and like gowns with glitter. Like, oh my god,
that's awesome!
Beautiful.
That's awesome.
Like,
that's awesome.
Just so many pictures were taken of people that I have met and spoken to.
That's sweet.
And,
you got to do it. You got to do it.
Smiles and
you got to do it that way. You got to do it like we're here. We did did it. It took this much time, but we did it.
There were people, one story of these two girls that have been making this podcast together for 20 years, just met each other for the first time face to face.
Imagine meeting someone that you've been talking to for 20 years and just meeting them face to face. Like, how cool is that? You've been talking to someone since the first IRC chats on MIRC in at Dinosaurs when you're logging in and your name is Dinosaur Lover 48. And then now 20 years later,
do you think it went back to MSN Messenger?
Dinosaur Lover 48, you know, well, IRC was before MSN Messenger.
I don't even know what IRC is. I think that was before my time. Well, my time of using messengers.
IRC and MIRC is way before MSN Messenger.
Okay.
MSN Messenger was built off of IRC, all right? If you know an IRC, you aren't the OG part. Well, there's even things before that. But all I'm saying is Dinosaur Lover 48 finally met Dinosaur Lover 49. Yeah, exactly. 20 years later, after meeting on that chat channel, Deep in the Deep Chat, they met for real. In real life.
There was
that's so cool. That's so a cool story.
And there was another one. She shared this little video of someone that she's been really close with, talking to online for the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Just met her for the first time too, and her boyfriend was holding the camera, and the girl literally dropped her bag and fucking ran across the street and gave this girl the biggest hug.
I know. That's so cool.
Yeah, and the people that were there last night, oh my god! We had the cinematographer from Jurassic Park. There was, oh my god, I'm gonna butcher his name.
It's okay. It's okay.
He's got
a lot of thoughts. A lot of thoughts there.
Fuck. I'm not even gonna say it.
Dinosaur Lover 50.
No. He's legit. Oh my god. Nah. Starts with an N. I think Abrahams is his last name. Don't quote me. Anyway, terrible names. So
names. There's names are tough.
This particular scientist,
not always easy. As you know, Perry Solidarity.
I know.
Solidarity
has changed the face yet again of our beautiful Spinosaurus.
Perry Solidarity.
Yes. So he was there last night, and this dude comes from fucking Africa.
That's far.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's where Spinosaurus is from.
That's Egypt, a long travel.
So he was there, and
So he came from there to go to LA for the thing.
Well, he's in the movie.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's super sick.
Yeah, they interviewed him.
Nice.
Yeah, because he was the one. So with Spinosaurus, we had until him.
Yeah.
Which I want to say his name is Nigel or Niger or something like that.
Okay.
So our stuff from Spinosaurus is very limited because the original shit, which was still very limited, got blown up in World War II.
Oh.
Yeah. Because it was in a museum. And that museum got bombed.
Okay.
Yeah. So this guy was obsessed with that whole historical moment. Wow. So he said, I need to go back to the original site that Spinosaurus was found.
Never forget.
And
never forget.
Find more of that animal. And that's what he did. And so this guy actually found the full tail of Spinosaurus that we've never had. And we now know that animal had a tail like a salamander.
What?
So this guy is pretty bomb.
He went and found that.
He went.
He's the one that discovered that.
And had to find this site because there was no GPS coordinates like we have now. Now, if you want to go to a site that was
you can map it on a GPS.
It's recorded somewhere.
They all have the map coordinates of the different sites, which is nice.
It is nice.
Way easier to find things.
So if you want to go back to a site and see if you can uncover
you got your
coordinates.
Material. Coordinating things with coordinates is,
But he had to actually full on Indiana Jones that shit.
Yeah. Old school. Mm-hmm. He had to take a book and a ball and throw it and then lick his finger and go, the wind is taking me this way.
He had pictures that were taken
I'm going that way.
Of the original site from like 1900 or something.
This is the way I'm going.
And he compared those pictures to the topography in the area and tried to match the picture to what he was seeing.
Cool.
So then he would know where he was in comparison to where the original was.
That's so neat.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. So it was a beautiful
Holy
event.
man, what a smart way to do it.
Yeah.
What a smart way to do it. That's very smart.
The girl I met from the Ukraine was also there because now she is volunteering.
Yeah.
LA,
beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. That's amazing.
She shared this video of her talking this morning, and she put a little caption under it, and she was like, I was so overwhelmed and emotional that I forgot everything except for my native language.
Oh no!
So,
She was
speaking in Ukraine.
Yeah, because you just get so
because
bottled
that's the
up.
only thing that could come out of her mouth.
You get like bottled up, and you're just so emotional in that moment.
She was like, I was basically saying I was really happy.
You have like a speech, or maybe like you say, you're trying to talk another language, and it's like if you had something. Say you only had like a sentence or two memorized in a different language that you didn't know, and then as soon as you got up there, you just went blank. You're like, oh.
Well, she hasn't been speaking English for that long.
That's what I'm saying. It would be like if I tried to speak Japanese or something.
Well,
I'd be like
more like a language that you kind of know.
Oh yeah, okay.
She kind of knows English.
Okay, well yeah, I don't know Japanese, so I don't know.
It would be like maybe you trying to speak like France French or something.
Well, France French is the same, but it's just more twangy. But French is French.
It's not as slangy as it is here.
French is French, though.
No, they have different words.
Yeah, but you can understand.
I've talked to many people from France.
Yeah, but if you understand French, you can understand it. Oh.
I can understand French Canadians a lot of the times. I cannot even remotely understand.
Yeah, but you don't understand French like I understand French.
No, that's true.
So,
well,
so
the next time we meet someone from France.
Needless to say, though, you were just trying to say that she was very emotional for her speech. Getting back to the point here, is that she was very emotional, like you, when you're giving these speeches about cool things like the LA premiere of Why Dinosaurs.
It was nice. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was cool.
So the point is that a lot of amazing things.
The poster maker was there.
Yeah.
Signing posters and shit.
What?
And he had this really cool black jacket with like gold filigree on it. It was really neat.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. And and that was just going on yesterday. From the time it is now. And they're on the West Coast, doing the West Coast stuff.
West Coast.
But the premiere was there. People were looking sharp, and it was a good time.
Everybody was crying.
Cool.
And it was a full house. It was packed.
Amazing.
Packed.
That's great.
The theater was full.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And you got invited, but you can't do everything.
Yeah, I did.
You can't do everything. You got to pick and choose in this life.
I did.
Got to pick and choose. My God,
we can't get there.
We can't teleport. We can't be in two places at once, and we only have enough energy for so many things. So the realities are the realities sometimes.
Like if it would have been a little bit closer, then I probably could have pulled it off.
Maybe you could have showed up as a hologram or something like that.
That would have been cool.
Amanda Perry Solidarity, the hologram is here.
But I had
beaming in from on the other side of the world as a hologram.
You know, I had
welcome to her hologram presentation.
Oh.
Welcome to her hologram presentation from her home country.
I had people message me yesterday say that they felt my spirit and my presence there.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so that was really cool.
You put the good vibes their way.
Congrats to Why Dinosaurs.
Yeah,
James
amazing
and
for them.
And Tara.
Yeah, we all know that creative projects can hit a lot of roadblocks, but when you pull them together in the long run,
they ran into so many.
Yeah.
Just because
creative projects can have a lot of roadblocks, but getting over them, you learn a lot.
Well, because they had to travel all these different places. They're interviewing people who are insatiably busy, and so trying to coordinate that, it takes a lot of time.
And using the dial-up connection to get onto IRC sometimes takes a long time. And then, you don't know if your modem's going to drop out.
Then there was a zombie virus.
It's going to go. Because
I think. I think if I remember, correctly.
Okay, we're connected again.
Woohoo!
We're back on the dial-up. We're back.
They were
We just got disconnected there for a second.
They were like
back.
almost done.
Boop, 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 boop.
I think they were almost done right before the zombie virus exploded. And so...
Oh, that delayed. Yeah, some delays there.
That was a delay and a half.
But positive that they were able to throw the party. Here we are. We made it. They made it to their beautiful event.
Yep.
Wow. Oh,
so,
man. It's
coming
awesome.
to a streaming service near you.
Yeah? That's the next step.
The hope. Yes.
Okay, cool. That's sweet. I'm sure they'll get it there.
Well, there's people that have worked on that film that do have connections to Netflix. For sure.
Wow, when Netflix Plus launches, they can put it on there.
Spit on my lip.
I'm sorry, I say P like plesiosaur and I spill it. I split.
You split?
I spit.
You
I spit.
split.
Well, when Netflix Plus launches and they have more unique creative actually they have a lot of stuff. But when Netflix Plus launches, then
Dinosaurs Plus.
We'll do it. Dinosaurs Plus, Netflix Plus,
and it would just be Dinosaurs.
OnlyFans Plus, IRC Plus.
Why do I feel like there was another thing that happened this week?
Oh man, I don't know. I lost track. I can't do too many things.
I lost track too. It was a busy week. That's why, like, I don't even remember the last time we did a bar episode.
I don't know when we were here last because we've been just in the real world doing stuff.
Yep,
we've been living life. I mean, yeah, like we've been doing so many different things, but at a good pace. And it's been.
We understand that we need naps.
Yeah, dude, naps keep the world going.
And
take a good nap.
If you need a nap and you try to come on to the bar episode, it don't work.
That's true, because then you just kind of stay in a nap, maybe.
You just.
Sometimes those naps can just go on for extended amounts of time. Am I still napping? Maybe I should get out of this nap and do something.
I think that happened to me yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
I napped a lot yesterday.
But after a gala, there's like a 24-hour period.
And I was on my feet for a solid 4 hours.
Fair.
Okay, maybe 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Okay there, Perry Solidarity. Perry Solidarity is here,
on a
everyone.
cement floor.
That's cool. That's cool. Should we throw in this to wrap it up?
I got excited about Why Dinosaurs.
It's okay. We wanted to bring this in today,
close
too.
To my heart.
We'll just bring in the album of the week or the box set of the week.
So I went with box set this week.
Holy moly, we got a box set here, folks.
When this lovely lad went away for his boys' weekend.
Off to a boys' weekend to eat meat.
I did what I do, and I organized and cleaned the shit out of things.
Conquer fire.
So.
Eat meat.
Within that, I found this. And I looked at it, because it had been a long time since I looked at it. And Nirvana is wonderful. Don't need to go into Nirvana. Most people know who they are.
The Nirvana.
But this box set is the most beautiful box set I own. It's the most beautiful box set that I personally think has been released thus far.
This box set is beautiful. Holy my God.
The reason why I say that is because the cover is etched metal. So
look at this thing.
It's not going to peel off or like flake or whatever. It's etched metal.
Metal, dude.
It's
etched
engraved.
Metal.
And then it's the same thing with all the discs. The images on the front of the discs are all etched metal.
I opened it so you can probably see a little bit, but.
And usually when you get box sets from bands, especially ones that are not with us anymore, you just get a lot of rehash. You might get maybe 3, at most 4 songs that are new that you might have never heard before.
Yeah.
This contains mostly unreleased material.
No way.
From demos to practice recordings to B-sides. And then it has one full DVD of like really interesting rehearsal footage that is not available on the interwebs. Like I don't know about now. I'm sure some people ripped it and put it on.
Oh, did they put it on IRC? Someone in Nirvana chat at Nirvana Lover 99 went and did that.
Dave Grohl's a dick.
Is that an actual website?
I don't know. It should
Somebody probably just made it as a joke website.
It should be.
Somebody probably
I feel
made
like
that.
he'd support that too.
Yeah, he would support it.
He'd be like, yeah, I am a tick.
He's a great dude. And this box set is amazing.
It's incredible.
It's great.
The sound quality is beautiful.
Thank you, Nirvana, for the creative works, man. You guys are, always amazing.
For a band who had a very, very short-lived career,
you can just hop into their vibe and energy and create. Oh yeah, that's got to slide back in there.
I have kept this thing in pristine condition.
Okay, does that go in the middle?
Yeah, it goes. No,
or you close this one, and then you go like this, and then you close this. Look at him, leave it up to me to mess something up.
Like I still have a foam insert.
Yes,
it's fucking beautiful.
Yes, it is amazing, and like you say, all the different things that are in here.
And there's a beautiful booklet included too.
Disc 2, Disc 4, Disc 3, Disc 4 DVD, and it lists all of the Disc 4 DVD content on there.
There's various versions of some songs.
Absolutely.
It's just friggin' wonderful.
Who doesn't love Nirvana?
Some people don't love Nirvana.
What? Those people are wacky.
They are one of those bands that I do understand how some people wouldn't like them as a whole. You might like a song here and there.
Okay.
But, they're not the most, crowd-friendly music, I guess.
Fair. Okay. Okay.
But I caution these people to at least hand in the respect that Nirvana deserves as a band that kind of changed music.
They definitely did. And
it helped it evolve.
Get into it if you just want to pick up a DVD or whatever.
I don't even know if you can buy it anymore.
Yeah, I'm not saying you can get. I'm not saying you can get this box set, but I'm just saying get into Nirvana. That's all I'm trying to say. Like the behind the scenes stuff, the DVDs, the creative energy that they put out there is so unique, and like you say, changing, that it'll forever hold a shift, I think, in the cosmos or something.
And it depends on your preference of music, what album you're
totally
prefer.
Yeah, totally.
If you like things that are a little bit more raw with frayed edges, you're gonna like things like Bleach and In Utero. If you like things that are more polished, then you're gonna like Nevermind.
Bone Sonic likes it.
Bone Sonic likes
Nevermind.
Nevermind?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bone Sonic likes it all, but Nevermind is really good.
Nevermind's his favorite?
Yeah. Okay. That's what Bone Sonic is going with. Bone Sonic.
I think, if I were to tell you the album not to buy first, I would say Incesticide, because I think that one requires a more seasoned ear.
Oh, you have to be more into Nirvana.
Yeah.
To get into that album.
Yeah.
So maybe start somewhere else and then come back around.
Radio Friendly Unit Shifter is a wonderful song, but not for the faint of heart.
Oh, Radio Friendly Unit Shifter.
Yep.
Wow. That's deep.
I like that song.
See, you say the name of that song, and for some reason I haven't heard it in so long that I'd have to play it again.
It starts with a very terrible noise, but a good noise. It's like just like gnarly guitar.
My memory for songs is trying to cue up that track, and I'm gonna have to listen to it again.
That's fine. It's on a Euro.
Sweet.
I am a Nirvana nerd.
So instead of why dinosaurs, why Nirvana? And then we can end on that.
Why Nirvana?
Yeah.
Let me think. That's a deep question.
It is.
Listening to them since grade 8.
It is. It is. It's an interesting question. I think I know the answer.
It taps in.
I think I know the answer, but we'll have different answers.
Yeah. For me, it taps into this deeper, darker sense of humanity, but in a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Not mystical, abstract way, I guess.
Cool.
And just their way of making very innovative music without it sounding like asshole.
Fair. Okay.
Because sometimes, like, especially with guitar, you'll hear some guitarists, and I'm not going to name drop names because I'll get the shit beat out of me, but you hear some of these innovative guitar players, and it's
no
really
name
cool.
drops. Hey, no name drops.
I'm not name dropping. It's really cool, but it sounds like garb.
Ooh.
Like, it doesn't have a place in the music. Like, it just sounds like it's being done to be done. You know what I mean?
Whereas, I do know what you mean. Yeah, I can hear that sometimes.
Right? I find with Nirvana, and, like, not just the guitar work, but, you know, the drumming and the bass as well, and the vocals, it was all there for a purpose.
Yeah.
And if you understand Nirvana's story, they didn't become musicians overnight. Like, they had to try.
Fair.
Except for maybe Dave Grohl. I think Dave Grohl was a protege.
Fair.
But like, totally. As far as Kurt and Chris go, like, that they had to try. Like,
to put in a ton of effort.
There's recordings. Them. I don't know if it's on this box set or not, but there's recordings of Kurt Cobain practicing how to sing. Like,
for real, yeah.
Like, practicing how to get that, like, growly, screamy tone, but in tune.
So they have some of that on here.
He used to go out in a boat.
That you might be able to see.
I can't remember, but I feel like there might be something in there.
See, that's what you call putting your heart, love, life, and desire into your craft. And, you know, it's hard to find... It's hard to find people that are doing that now. Yeah. But it's hard to do that now.
It is.
So you have to retune into your own self and recalculate your way of practicing, I think, in order to think of a new way of evolving yourself. Yeah. Because how you practice is how you're going to evolve yourself. Right. And if you're always practicing the same way, you might not evolve as much.
Exactly.
So you got to practice different ways in order to evolve differently. If you're always practicing the same way, you're not going to change.
The interesting
you got to practice differently.
On why their sound evolved the way it was is because Kurt Cobain wanted to be a punk singer. He wanted to be in a punk band because he liked punk music. But what he didn't like about it was that a lot of it is unmelodic.
Okay.
So he wanted to add melody into punk music, and that became Nirvana.
Nice.
They got labeled as grunge music, but that's how it got there.
Sweet.
It is grunge because to me the word grunge means dirty.
Dirty music. Just
it's dirty.
Makes you go burn.
It's dirty and raw and
and it just makes you
smelly.
Makes you go burn. Like maybe like smell bad without even doing anything.
Yeah.
You're just standing there, you listen to it, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, why do I smell bad? And it just like
smells like Nirvana.
Listening to that music. Nice one.
Thank you.
Really nice one.
Thank you. I did that so quick that it flew right by your face.
Woo! Even Quick Sonic went over. I got it. I got it though. I got it. That was nice. So when you listen to it, it makes you smell bad, but in all the right ways. So that's why it's beautiful.
And it makes you really want to wear plaid.
Oh, it makes you really want to wear plaid, which is also cool because who doesn't love plaid? Well, some people don't like plaid, but nice burp. But that's cool. That's cool. And I was only going to say, why not Nirvana? That was going to be my answer.
Cop out! Cop out!
Yeah, maybe I'll go into more details on a later time.
Ooh, maybe next week we'll have another Nirvana album. We'll get specific with it.
We'll get jiggy with it. But I had fun today. That was cool to catch up on where our life is at and what we've been doing. We hope that everybody's doing awesome. But we see a lot of good things going on. And a lot of good vibes and a lot of positive things happening. So that is what matters, right? What the hell else matters? Just do some positive shit. Man, it doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to become the next Nirvana. But if you want to, we're not going to stop you.
And you don't have to discover the next Spinosaurus.
Cool. But if you want to, you can.
If you want to.
Peace out, y'all. Bye.